you could say whatever you want as far as hurting someone's feelings. They could come back at you and say something else, but
that's that left-wing paternalism. Big white.
Oh, yeah.
Big white daddy knows best.
Yep.
That came. Everyone. We all got to understand that we could expect censorship from the right wing. Mm-hmm. Over time, we know that's where it's going to come from. But to expect it from the left wing, from the politically correct people in the campuses, especially the Eastern Ivy League campuses, that caught me by surprise.
I mean, isn't that the guys, the people you grew up with that were going to, really change things and had this freer thinking, and then it just turns out to be a bunch of phonies. Right. Just like you said, paternalistic.
The conservatives have always hid behind family values and religion, and it seems like what the liberals hide behind is things like hate speech. Like that's how they get you to kind of not say what kind of smashes their ideology.
Yeah, it's this country went off the cliff, and it's just in free fall now. It's just we're waiting for the big bang to happen.
Try as I might, when it comes to this American slide into the gaping black hole maw of political correctness, I always head for the fallback. Legendary comedian George Carlin, who in 2007, 8 years ago, nailed exactly what the whiny, weak-kneed, spineless, liberal political correctness is that has crippled America and made it much worse than anything the founding fathers or mothers could have seen in their nightmares. There's a faction in this country that is so wrapped up in what other people say, in what they see as a secret cabal of insurgents desperate to foment hate by merely using words, they of course miss the point. No matter what's said, when it's said, or how it's said, it's up to the people to decide if they like them and listen some more, or hate them and turn them off. Pay no attention. Let them eventually pass into history. Or perhaps learn from those words. We are once again at this moment being assailed by the whiny, fawning, thin-skinned pinheads of the world who just can't wait to go after what they are positive is the real hate in this nation. Those evil, despicable people who subjugate our utopian lives by using the most dastardly form of racism, sexism, and other isms we haven't even invented yet.
I mean, nothing works 100% of the time, right? Except Mexicans. I've noticed. That's the one. Boo, right? Boo, Mexicans. I hear ya. You guys are preaching to the choir.
Oh, that's right. There's no one more dangerous to the American way of life than people like Amy Schumer, comedians. Much is being made this day of an op-ed in the Washington Post, co-written by, of course, a pair of academic geniuses. They are, as we all know, the only people who are able to properly transcribe the American experience, because they reside in various hallowed halls of education in departments with multisyllabic names where they spew out a myopic view of what the world should be in order to fit their agenda, or call themselves senior enterprise reporter for websites where like-minded people gather to hammer away at everything that threatens their cushy gigs. This opinion piece called Amy Schumer racist, stating racial jokes allow white America to claim that race no longer matters. Follow that up with a tweet from one of the writers, Dr. Stacey Patton, that, and I quote, "Black people can't be racist."
I spoke at my old high school and I told them kids straight up, if you guys are serious about making it out of this ghetto, you gotta focus, you gotta stop blaming white people for your problems, and you've gotta learn how to rap or play basketball or something. You're trapped. You are trapped. Either do that or sell crack. That's your only options. That's the only way I've ever seen it work. You better get to entertaining these white people. Get to dancing. Go on out there and be somebody.
Hey, here's what's wrong with America. We have lost the ability to laugh at and about ourselves, about everything in our lives, who we are, what we do, what we don't do, and what we can't do. Amy Schumer doesn't need to apologize for anything. Neither does Dave Chappelle or those who force us to examine who we are through laughter. The apologies actually need to come from people such as Dr. Stacey Patton and Professor David Leonard. Hey, but wait a minute. Don't apologize, Doctor and Professor. I choose to believe America's a lot smarter than you or your intellectual ilk. Hey, keep writing articles chock full of your bilious bile. I got to tell you, I love ending the show with a great laugh, especially when it's at your expense. That's my opinion, telling it like it is. Rock on, true believers. Laugh a little bit. Laugh at yourself. Laugh at what goes on. And enjoy the ride while we're here. We'll see you again tomorrow, right here on the fastest 60 minutes of news. This is The Hardline.